I don't know. I think I should say this. This is something I think I need to say for someone who's played League for 10 plus years now, and it's also playing Valorant. Has tried some Legends of Runeterra. Is hyped for the fighting game that's coming out. The one thing that I thought that Riot had that other game companies that produce a lot of different types of game with with a core group of like characters, whatever the hell you want to call it, a universe, was that everything was cool. Everything looked cooler than most things. It was a little bit different. They did things in a different way. They had a set path on how they wanted to do things. Like with League, they have to be unique. They got to have a certain silhouette to the character so everyone knows who they are and their voice. The people that get the voice act, the people behind the scenes who make the characters and does the marketing for all these games. This is one thing to me that has set Riot apart from other companies, and now there are these other small things that are kind of bringing them down, in my opinion. So if you don't know, if you don't play Valorant, I'll just let you know. Valorant now has a new system called Kingdom Points, which if you play League, you may think of this as Blue Essence, but the way that they're going about it is just dumb. I was just reading some posts on Reddit about how these people are just saying that, look, man, I only have a certain amount of time to play your games, and I like to be able to earn some of the stuff in the game because it makes me feel good. Makes I like to spend my money how I like to spend my money. I work for it. If I want to spend it on some intangible things in a video game, I'm going to do it because I've earned that right. And it feels like every single year, and I'm not going to say Riot, I'm going to say Tencent. I'm going to say Tencent in general. It feels like every single year they are putting players into a position of the where they're forced to play the games. And I just want them to understand is that we play your games because we love to. We don't play them because we have to. We don't play them because there's nothing else to play. There's plenty of other shit to play. We can go play Overwatch 1.5 if we want to. We can go play Smite. We can go play all this other stuff. But we play your games because your games gives us something different that other games companies don't. And for some reason, to me, it felt like ever since Tencent took over, yes, there has been some good things, but there's some other minor things that the everyday player and the not so everyday player liked, and is now becoming unfavorable. It's not really something that we look forward to. Like, I like the fact that I could have unlocked all the agent stuff in Valorant with XP. Yeah, it was like it takes a lot, but I thought, fuck it, I'll get it over. I'll get it over time. But now I can't even do that anymore. Now I have to do all these missions, do all this daily bullshit, which I don't play every day. Even when I want to play every day, I don't play every day because I know I gotta do other shit. I got other shit to focus on, with making my life better. Cleaning my room or just being a better person, whatever the fuck it may be. We do other shit outside of the game, and there's even kids who you think would be playing every other day. They somehow realize they have stuff that they do or need to do outside of the game as well. So when you make all these little things inside the game harder to do and make them longer to do, it makes us not want to do it anymore. It just literally just makes us not want to do it anymore, not care about any of this shit. And I think like what you're doing to me is having the opposite effect. Yes, there will be a lot of people who don't understand or don't get it and will just continue to do it and don't think, which is cool. Maybe that's what you're banking on. That's maybe you're banking on those people to keep opening their wallets to you and all that jazz without even a second thought. Or maybe it's the fact that China is just like it's more popular over in China because Tencent is a Chinese owned company. Maybe that's the thing. But I would just like to remind you is that Riot started in America. I'm not trying to make this an America versus China thing. It's just that it started in America and they did certain things that I definitely felt like could have been done better, and they have gotten better over the time with Tencent buying it and putting more money into it. But it just seems like over time it's kind of changing to some of their old ways on the stuff that they do on their full games, making things more tedious than they need to be. Like when I play League, I can't just if I have a bunch of like characters or champions that I can just re-roll for some blue essence. I got to do it one at a time. It's been like that forever. I heard some news that they're kind of changing it, but it's been like that fucking forever. And to me, it's like, are you listening to your fans? I guarantee there's people over in China, in Korea, that don't like that shit either. I guarantee they don't. And they bitch about it too. So I don't understand why you wouldn't just change it. Like I said again, we play your games because we love playing the game. We don't do it because we're forced to or we have to. But when you make all the little things inside the game feel like we have to do it and then we're forced to do it or we won't get any of this other shit, it has the opposite effect, man. And I hope I'm explaining this well. Sometimes I feel like I really go off topic and I don't really get my point across. But I hope that someone at Tencent or Riot can find this and maybe spark some change to get them to understand that, like, hey guys, you need to dial it back. You need to make it a little bit more comforting for people to actually do these things, because not everyone has the time, and when we do have the time, we definitely do want to strive to get certain things in the game and spend our money a certain way. But maybe it'll fall on deaf ears, and maybe it won't. I don't know. But that's just my little piece on what's going on right now. Um, Hurricane Road, thanks for enjoying the video. And remember to keep riding the storm, guys.